The show apparently seems like it will go on for Jimmy Kimmel, but that was not the case for a different comedian back in 2018. Roseanne Barr, she did not get a second chance from ABC after controversial comments. Instead, she was straight up canceled. Barr's hit sitcom Roseanne was rebooted in March 2018 with great success. The numbers were insane. More than 18 million people tuned in for the debut. Those are massive numbers that TV doesn't see anymore. But ABC, they decided to cancel the show just 2 months later after Barr made offensive comments about former President Obama's top aide in a tweet. Earlier, I asked about Kimmel's suspension and her own firing from ABC. What do you think about Jimmy Kimmel being pulled off the air, Roseanne, and what do you make of ABC putting him back on tonight?
Well, I guess he got a 6-day suspension, just like when Whoopi Goldberg came out with her disgusting comments on the Holocaust. She got a 2-week suspension. It just shows how they think. I got my whole life ruined, my no forgiveness, and all of my work stolen, and called a racist for time and eternity, for racially misgendering someone, and so it just shows how they think. It's a double standard, so whatever. Jimmy purposely lied, and that's you get your hand slapped for 6 days for that.
Do you think there's anything Jimmy could do tonight? Should he apologize? Is there anything he could do, you think, that could, make you happy, make people sort of forgive him?
Well, I think he'll cheer himself on, and his fans, all, 2,000 of them, they'll feel heartened and, like they won another battle against Trump and the people of the United States. So it'll be a big celebration. Oh, he's back, and he'll double down. That's what they do. They'll see it as a victory.
I remember when you were canceled, I think Jimmy Kimmel first put out kind of like a negative tweet saying,
Well, he called me a racist. And even though I said repeatedly, which they repeatedly censored, that it was a mistake, I thought that the woman was a white woman from Iran, which, I forget their racist separation of people and their categories, their racist categories that they put everybody into. But for some reason, he called me a racist, and even though he himself had appeared in blackface on their network many times, but along with his girlfriend Sarah Silverman wearing blackface too, and Joy Behar too. But anyway, they understand racism in a way different way than I do, I suppose, as the left understands everything in a way different way than myself and 80 million voters. But, they are the arbiters of taste, of course, but, and racism and every other ism. But, they have their own world, their own planet, their own agenda that I don't quite understand. But I guess if they continually lose money and viewers, that's good to them.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Your podcast is great. I watched your comedy special. So you've been busy, but have any of the big networks ever approached you again, or did you just get totally written off?
Oh yeah, and erased from history, from the history of feminism, which that cracks me up. I'm never mentioned in any thing about women who are pioneers in media. I'm never mentioned there. I'm never mentioned in anything anymore. I've been socially erased everywhere. And, it's just amazing how things work. But, people I actually opened doors for or gave careers to, they never mention me, especially when they talk about censorship, which is hilarious.
What would you say to Jimmy Kimmel if he happens to hear this?
Well, he won't ever hear it because they live in a bubble where all alternate views or any truth is kept from them. You know, I'm a troll, and oh no, I love to troll, and so I trolled on Jimmy. I go, gee, Jimmy, if you would have defended me, maybe this wouldn't have happened to you. But you know, they never defend anything right. They only defend everything wrong.
Do you think Jimmy Kimmel going back on the air, though, is a sign that in a way that cancel culture maybe is going in the right direction, that things have changed?
No, it's not going in the right way. But I think you know, as their viewership tanks, they congratulate themselves.
What do you think, though, about like the company I work for, Nexstar, which owns NewsNation, but also owns like a ton of local TV stations? Nexstar has said that they're not going to put Jimmy Kimmel back on tonight.
I love Nexstar. These are. I just love independent media. They've broken away from the big, you know, how can I say this? They've decentralized information, and that's what America wants and needs. They are not going to listen to liars that are gleefully lying, saying that the assassin was MAGA. That's what Jimmy Kimmel said.
Are there some liberals that you still like? Do you have like, I feel like you have a lot of liberal friends, right?
Oh my God, my whole damn family's libtards. Of course, I still love them. I try. They're gay and libtard and every other thing in my family. Of course, I still love them. I try to smack some sense into them, which I was going to say. I do get in their face. I do pray for them. I love them. But I'm like, how can you be under this horrible mind control? Look at the facts. Can't you witness what's happening around you and in the world? But they are so mind controlled that they just can't see it. Although I do think that their outrageous, inhuman behavior after the Charlie Kirk assassination has woke quite a few, awakened quite a few of them up to the fact that, oh my God, look at what ghouls are on our side. I don't want to be on the side of ghouls cheering for death and mocking good people, even though we may not agree with everything they said. I didn't agree with everything Charlie said, but my God, he had such guts to go out there and engage in conversation. Two things fascists don't like: humor and dialogue.
All right, so a couple of things to point out there. Jimmy Kimmel did comment on Roseanne's cancellation, but he never directly called her a racist. In May 2018, when joking about Roseanne on his show, Kimmel said, quote, ABC decided to cancel their highest rated show, Roseanne, following a tweet in which Roseanne compared an African-American woman, a former advisor to President Obama, to an ape, which did not sit well with ABC management or anyone with a brain. And while both Kimmel and comedian Sarah Silverman have worn blackface in sketches in the past, which you heard Roseanne talk about there, they didn't do it on ABC. It was actually on Comedy Central, and they both also publicly apologized, as did Roseanne back then with the controversy that she was wrapped up in.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.